From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Mexico City Diablos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Like 20. Super.
Goff on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Listen. Hey, orbit.
I smell fear in that offense.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. To throw is gone. Throwing left side, it's complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go tonight. 20.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Sit.
36. Whirling.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. This one hauled in by Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Undercross, undercross, undercross. He sees.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Don't let him free. Play outside deep. Don't let him.
General West.
Watch twist.
Hey, Echo.
52.
Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Go.
Check. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Hey, Wahoo.
Ricky. No, check that.
Deep grip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
5. Ready.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready up.
Topper.
It's now 3rd down.
I got him.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Right up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the shovel pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Tiger.
36.
Hey, Charlie.
Get that ball.
Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Smooth.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. It's our time. It's our time.
2nd and 6. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Gall. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
76, tell him. 76. What's up?
Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gall. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Taken in at the 22. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Greystone, travel.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Blue draw quarters.
Check 91. 91 is the mark.
You're out.
Yeah. Check. Crouch.
Fine.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 91. 91 is the get.
They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Man left. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
17. Hey, 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We go tonight. 180. Tiger.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Foxtrot.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Go.
Motion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
91 is the mic. I got one.
Hey, Delta.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike,
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Here's gone. Going for a right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
We go tonight. 180.
Hey.
76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Switch. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
To throw is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, buddy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. You know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready.
go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Get it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Now. Bravo.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Big grip. Big grip.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
The Chargers first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Move. 4 down. 4 down. Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You want, baby. I'm in your head all day, baby. Come on. Come on.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mark 50. Mark 50. Mark 50.
Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check three, check three. Check 91. 91 is the money.
Rock it.
Get ready.
Hey, orbit.
He's checking.
2nd and 11. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come get some. He don't want it. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Hey, Echo.
Army.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. 180.
Bandit. Check 37. Check 37.
Tell you what. A bomb.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
We go tonight. 180.
Double time. Three down. Mike 10.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete here.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He's coming, double up. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's get off the field. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
52 by 52.
5.
55. 52's the Mike.
5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the 50-yard line.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
52.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's get it.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Ready?
Bring it over there, right? 52's the Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Watch 52. 52's the Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be. Now.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
52's the Mike. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Deep rip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Seibert on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
2 for 1.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check 15, check 15. Spawn, super. No. Check 3, check 3. Shit. Kill.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Check nickel. No. Off. Check it. DC.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We want it. Come to my work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We go cut. 180.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.